Hi, this is Gilles, the radio prepper. In this video, I'm going to show you the Retevis RT-95 dual band VHF UHF radios, so 2 meters and 70 centimeters. As you can see, it's pretty small, and that's one of the reasons I got it. And that's what this video is going to be about. It's not going to be a programming video or, full features of the radio or anything like that, but more about the reasons why I chose this radio instead of another one. Now, in the region here, it's mostly 2 meters, so I really didn't need 70 centimeters that much, but I thought it would be good to have just in case. Beside the small size of the radio, actually you can see it better from far away, other reason that I bought it is the price, because it's only about $120. I paid actually 109 euros from an eBay seller in Germany, and got it about a week later. I've also had good luck with Retevis and TYT handheld radios in the past, so I didn't have any problem buying this brand. I could have bought a DMR radio, but it was about twice the price, and really in an SHTF situation, probably the internet could be down and DMR wouldn't work, wouldn't be any more useful than an FM radio, which is what this is. Before, I didn't have a lot of interest for VHF and UHF in FM because I lived in flat country, Florida and the north of France. But here with the mountains, it's a whole other ball game, and as soon as you can gain some height, you gain a lot of range. So power output is 25 watts. You also have medium 15 watts and low 5 watts. Now that's plenty of power. Even 5 watts is plenty of power. And I've programmed my repeaters in here and set them at medium power 15 watts. And that's more than enough. I really don't think you need more than 25 watts. After 25-30 watts, I don't think it makes a whole lot of difference, really. And you're going to use less current. I also like the fact that this radio doesn't have a fan. It's just a heat sink. The whole body here, the top of the radio and the back, is just a heat sink, and so there's no moving part, and that's something less to break. It's mostly metal, but the bottom of the radio is plastic. It does, however, feel pretty sturdy. It's kind of heavy for its size, and it just has a sturdy feel to it. The radio has a dual watch function when you have two different frequencies you can listen to. It has a scan mode and a whole lot of functions that I'm not going to get into. One interesting one, actually, though, is that you can invert the radio and flip the screen in the menus so that you can have the speaker up or down. The microphone allows you to control the radio, and it also has a speaker, and you can choose to have the radio speaker on and the microphone on, or I believe the two of them together. And there's a big button to switch from the VFO-A and VFO-B, so the two channels you're monitoring, you can switch really easily. I really like that. And it doesn't have that cheap plastic kind of feel that a lot of cheap microphones from China have. It's actually pretty hefty. I did test the radio last night with my J-pole antenna, contacted a friend of mine on the Mont Agel repeater, and he said I had very good audio. So all those reasons are why I think I made a good choice, and actually I'm even thinking about getting a second one for my apartment here. But now I do have to install it, and that's a whole other story. The first thing I want to do is to unlock the radio, and that's for emergency purposes only. I'm going to press the function button, P4, and turn the radio on. Now I'm holding those buttons down. And here I'm in test mode. Now you have to make sure that you have your microphone plugged in. You're going to change the channel to 43. Now you see it says mode 3 here. You're going to hold the PTT button down, the color changes, and you switch it to mode 2. Release the PTT button. And now I'm going to turn the radio off and back on. And that's all there is to it. What you want to make sure you have is the programming cable. It's a USB cable. The other end goes into the microphone jack, so make sure it's included in the sale. So here I am programming the radio. I already put the frequencies in on the Retevis software, and it is writing to the radio. Much faster than doing it by hand. There are plenty of videos that explain how to do this, so I'm not going to do that. Just do a search on YouTube. So this thing here is pretty useless. I mean, it's like angle indicators and turbo pressure, which I don't really need that. I have a turbo LED on the dashboard, so that was added later. So I might just take this out and maybe try to put the radio inside and later make a new face for it, or I'll see if I can take it out. There are some screws here. Alright, so that's a bit involved here. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna have to take that out and see what's connected to the rest of the car. There is a big bunch of wires here, bundle of wires, and I don't know what they do, but they seem to have a connector there, so, and a tube for the turbo pressures. Maybe I'll be lucky and I'll find a plus and minus for powering the radio there. Alright, I got it out, and just have a metal plate there left that I'm probably going to take out as well. And this connector seems to have only 2 contacts, so probably just for the lights, and that's it. So I'm going to keep this and try to get that out and get the radio in there. The tube for the turbo pressure, I have no idea if I should plug that or leave it as is. I don't know. I don't know if it matters. So now I'm going to take this assembly off so that I can take the screws, get the screws down here and take that ugly piece of metal out of there. Alright, looks good. I just have to get some window cleaner to get that clean, and my drill to make 2 holes for the screws for the mounting bracket. I'm replacing the connector that was on the radio here by Anderson power poles 15 amp, and adding a toroid here of unknown material, but probably good enough to get rid of some RF current that could be on the power wires. Alright, so that's it. Let's see if it works. Oh, password, yeah. I'm not gonna show that to you. Whoa, that's loud. Okay, that works fine. The CB should still be working. Yep. I guess I'm all set, guys. Excellent. Look at those mountains. And the RT-95. Quite at home in the Land Cruiser. Oui, F4 HKV mobile, bonjour, ici Gilles, F4 Whisky Bravo Yankee, également mobile avec une nouvelle radio.
Oui, Gilles 73, content de t'écouter, 4 Whisky Bravo Yankee, 4 HKV mobile, à Villeneuve là, en de mer.
Bon bah là je suis en train de conduire là, attends je vais reposer le téléphone parce que je suis en train de faire une vidéo aussi pour YouTube, alors 2 petites minutes. It's already getting a little dark tonight. It's 7 p.m. and usually I don't get home that late, but the traffic was just unbelievable. 6 miles took me 45 minutes. But having that little radio in the car, that really made it easier and, you know, pass the time, because you know, I found a couple of friends and we had a little chat, and next thing you know I was home. So I really like that radio. It works really well. I'm happy with my installation. I still have to probably change the cables and the connectors for something better, but it seems to work fine, so I wouldn't hesitate to recommend it. The radio does get quite hot even on medium power, which is 15 watts, so I wouldn't use it on 25 watts for too long. Also, I would have preferred to have the bottom of the radio being made of metal like the rest of it, but it's plastic, and I guess it's just how it is for the price point, which is really good. 109 euros, so probably about $120. I think you just can't go wrong. I mean, you could buy two of them and keep one in reserve, and if you lose one, you just replace it and someone steals it or whatever, which can happen in a vehicle. So dual band radio like this one, it's really good, I have to say, even for portable operations. If you got one for that and maybe use the ladder line J-pole up a tree, it would work much better than a handheld. So something to think about. And actually, like I said, I might get one for my house too, my apartment, because I wouldn't want to, you know, take it out of the car and bring it up and plug it in, and you know, for that price I better get a second one, and that's it. All right, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, and until next time, have a good one.